colon reset. You went to the bathroom this morning, but did you actually finish? Because if you're over 55, there's a very good chance your colon left something behind. And today I'm going to show you exactly what to do about it, using 8 habits backed by real science. Most of them take less than 3 minutes a day. Stick around for habit number 1. A Japanese study found it improved complete colon emptying by 78%, and it costs less than a cup of coffee per month. Hi, I hope you're doing great today, and if you've ever felt bloated after a meal, struggled to feel truly empty in the morning, or found yourself quietly planning your whole day around bathroom anxiety, this video is for you. I want to start with something your doctor probably hasn't explained to you plainly. After the age of 50, the muscle contractions that push waste through your colon, called peristalsis, naturally slow down. Think of peristalsis like a slow, rhythmic squeeze, like wringing water out of a towel. When it's strong, waste moves efficiently. When it slows down, waste sits, it hardens, it ferments, and your body actually starts reabsorbing compounds it was trying to get rid of in the first place. This is not your fault. It's biology. But here's the part that actually excites me. It is reversible. Japanese adults, particularly in Okinawa, consistently show some of the healthiest digestive systems in the world well into their 70s and 80s. Researchers have been studying why for decades, and the answer is not exotic supplements. It's not expensive detox programs. It's not anything you need a prescription for. It's a handful of simple daily habits that most of us in the West have simply never been taught. I've ranked all 8 today, from helpful to life-changing. I'll tell you exactly what the science says about each one, how to do it, and what it actually costs. No fluff. Let's go. Habit number 8, seated deep belly breathing, 5 minutes after meals. Let's start with the foundation. In Japan, there's a sitting posture called seiza, kneeling upright, back straight, breathing slowly and deeply into your belly. It's been used for centuries in Japanese wellness practice. Here's why it actually matters for your digestion. Deep belly breathing stimulates something called the vagus nerve. Think of the vagus nerve as the main phone line between your brain and your gut. When that line is calm and active, your digestive system gets the right signals and works more efficiently. A study published in the Journal of Bodywork and Movement Therapies found this practice improved intestinal movement by around 8%. Now, 8% is not dramatic. I'll be honest with you about that. But think of it this way. If your digestion is a stuck door, this habit is the WD-40. It loosens things up so everything else on this list works better. Think of it as your foundation, not your fix. How to do it? If kneeling hurts your knees, and it does for most people over 60, place a firm cushion between your calves and the floor. That removes about 60% of the knee pressure. Sit for 5 minutes after your largest meal. Breathe in slowly for 4 counts. Feel your belly rise, not your chest. Breathe out for 6 counts. That's it. Effectiveness, 3 out of 10. Gentle foundation. Not a fix on its own, but it pairs powerfully with every habit above it. Habit number 7, warm ginger and green tea. Daily after meals. In Japan, ginger has been used as a digestive aid for centuries, and modern science has confirmed there's something genuinely real here. Ginger contains 2 active compounds, gingerol and shogaol, that stimulate the muscles of your stomach and upper intestine to contract more efficiently. In plain language, it speeds up how quickly food leaves your stomach and enters your digestive tract. A study in the European Journal of Gastroenterology found ginger improved upper digestive motility by about 12%. Now here's the honest part most videos won't tell you. The majority of that benefit happens in your stomach and small intestine, not your colon directly. But a faster-moving upper digestive system means less backlog builds up in your colon in the first place. So it still matters, it just works indirectly. How to do it? Grate a 1/2-inch piece of fresh ginger root into 8 ounces of brewed green tea. Drink it warm, around 140 degrees. Too cold and you lose the enzymatic benefits. One important warning: avoid the bright pink pickled ginger from grocery stores. It's often loaded with sugar and artificial dye. That sugar feeds harmful gut bacteria, the exact opposite of what you want. Use natural pale yellow pickled ginger or just use fresh ginger root. Effectiveness: 3.5 out of 10. Real benefits: modest for the colon specifically. Best as a daily ritual paired with meals. Habit number 6, clockwise abdominal massage. 3 minutes every morning. This one is simple, completely free, and has some of the best direct research behind it. Here's something most people don't know. Your large intestine follows a very specific path inside your body. It runs up the right side of your abdomen, across the top, and down the left side. Traditional Japanese medicine has used a belly massage called ampuku for centuries, following exactly that path, to physically help move waste through the colon from the outside. A study in the Journal of Clinical Nursing found abdominal massage improved colon transit time by about 18% in adults over 55. Transit time simply means how long it takes waste to travel from entry to exit. Faster transit equals less time for harmful fermentation and buildup. How to do it? Lie on your back with your knees bent. Use flat palms, not fingertips. Start at your lower right hip. Press gently. Move slowly upward along your right side, across your upper abdomen, and down the left side. Light to medium pressure only. 3 minutes, every morning before you get out of bed. One caution: if you have any undiagnosed abdominal conditions, diverticulitis, a hernia, or even severe bloating, please check with your doctor before applying pressure to your abdomen. Effectiveness: 4.5 out of 10. Direct, free, and proven. Addresses movement but not gut bacteria or hydration, and those matter too. Habit number 5, the 30 chew rule. Every single meal. This one sounds almost too simple, but the research genuinely surprised me. In Japan, there's a long-standing tradition of chewing each bite about 30 times before swallowing. Not 5 times, not 10, 30. Here's why it matters specifically for your colon. When you swallow food that's still in large chunks, your small intestine can only partially break it down. The undigested portions reach your colon and sit there, becoming fuel for the exact kind of bacterial fermentation that causes bloating, gas, and that toxic buildup we talked about earlier. A meta-analysis in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that extended chewing increased overall digestive efficiency by 24%. And people notice this fast. Within your very first properly chewed meal, your belly tends to feel lighter afterward, not heavier. That post-meal heaviness? A lot of it is undigested food fermenting in your gut. The simple rule: if you can still identify what the food is by its texture, you haven't chewed enough. It should be a smooth pace before you swallow. Yes, meals take longer, but that's actually a bonus. It naturally slows your eating down, which directly feeds into the next habit. Effectiveness: 6 out of 10. Free, immediate results, works at every meal. The only cost is discipline. Habit number 4, warm miso broth with cabbage and ginger. Every morning, about 30 cents per serving. This is one of the most underrated habits on this list, and one of the most affordable. Let me explain what's happening inside your gut that makes this so effective. Your gut lining is essentially a barrier, just one cell thick, that separates the food you're digesting from your bloodstream. When that lining gets damaged or weakened over time, partly digested food particles can leak through. And when that happens, your immune system responds with inflammation, not just in your gut, but throughout your whole body. Miso is a fermented soybean paste. It contains live probiotic bacteria, specifically Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium, that directly help repair and repopulate that gut lining. A study in the journal Beneficial Microbes found that daily miso consumption improved intestinal barrier function by 34%. People in that study reported reduced bloating within just 48 hours. When you add Napa cabbage to the broth, you're introducing glutamine, the single most important amino acid for colon cell repair. And fresh ginger relaxes the smooth muscle lining of your intestinal walls, making it easier for everything to move. 3 ingredients, 1 bowl, about 30 cents a serving. How to make it. Dissolve 1 teaspoon of miso paste in 8 ounces of warm water. Not boiling, warm. Boiling kills the probiotics and defeats the whole purpose. Add thinly sliced Napa cabbage. Let it wilt for about 2 minutes. Grate in a ½ inch of fresh ginger. Drink it first thing in the morning before anything else. One note, miso does contain sodium. If you're on a sodium-restricted diet or taking blood pressure medication, please check with your doctor before making this a daily habit. Effectiveness, 8 out of 10. Repairs your gut lining, restores beneficial bacteria, reduces bloating, and fast. This one is a genuine game changer for the cost. Habit number 3, rice vinegar and raw honey in warm water. 20 minutes before breakfast. You've probably heard about apple cider vinegar for gut health. And honestly, a lot of those claims have been overstated. Miracle weight loss, curing diabetes, most of it is marketing. But for colon motility specifically, the mechanism behind fermented vinegar is real. And rice vinegar is actually better studied. Here's what happens the moment rice vinegar hits your stomach. It triggers something called the gastrocolic reflex, a direct nerve signal from your stomach to your colon that essentially says, start moving. Your stomach senses the shift in acidity. It fires a signal. Your colon begins contracting, sometimes within minutes of drinking it. Then, the acetic acid in the vinegar feeds specific bacteria in your lower intestine. Those bacteria produce something called short-chain fatty acids, which are literally the fuel that feeds your colon wall cells, keeping them healthy and active. A study published in Bioscience, Biotechnology, and Biochemistry found that daily vinegar consumption improved complete bowel evacuation by 38% over 4 weeks. How to do it. 1 teaspoon of plain rice vinegar in 8 ounces of warm water. Make sure it's plain, not seasoned, not sweetened. Add 1 teaspoon of raw honey. The honey does 2 things. It protects your tooth enamel from the acid, and it feeds your beneficial gut bacteria. Drink it 20 minutes before breakfast. Is it pleasant? No. It's sour and sharp. But it's fast, it's cheap, and the results are measurable. Effectiveness, 8.5 out of 10. Activates your colon's natural reflex, feeds good bacteria, and shows results within weeks. Habit number 2, hara hachi bu plus roasted barley tea. A daily eating philosophy, not a single habit. This is the most powerful eating philosophy on this list. Hara hachi bu is an Okinawan principle. It translates simply as, eat until you are 80% full. Stop before you feel stuffed. It sounds deceptively simple, but here's what's actually happening inside your body when you chronically overeat. Even just a little too much at every meal. Your stomach stretches. Your colon receives more material than it can efficiently process. Waste backs up. Those wave-like contractions we talked about, peristalsis, can't keep pace. Fermentation accelerates. Bloating follows. A study in the journal Gut found that consistent caloric moderation improved colon transit time by 44% within just 6 weeks. 44%, just from stopping a little sooner at every meal. Pair this practice with mujicha, traditional Japanese roasted barley tea. It's caffeine-free. It's rich in compounds that improve blood flow to your digestive tract, and it gives your brain a gentle signal that the meal is complete, making it easier to stop at 80%. How to practice it. Put 20% less food on your plate than you normally would. Eat slowly. Use the 30-chew rule from Habit 5. The moment you feel the first whisper of satisfaction, not fullness, just satisfaction, stop eating. Sip warm barley tea between bites to naturally slow your pace. Roasted barley tea bags cost about $3 for 50 bags at most Asian grocery stores. Within 1 week, most people report a kind of morning regularity they haven't felt in years. Within a month, chronic bloating often disappears entirely. The only reason this isn't number one is that it requires genuine daily discipline. It touches every meal, every day. But if you commit to it, it works better than most over-the-counter laxatives for long-term regularity. And it has 0 side effects. Effectiveness, 9 out of 10. The most powerful eating habit for long-term colon health. Free, sustainable, no downside. Habit number 1, timed warm water windows. 4 specific times throughout the day, the system. This is the one. And I want to explain exactly why it works. Because once you understand the mechanism, you'll wonder why nobody taught you this sooner. This is not just drink more water. This is a specific, timed hydration rhythm. And the timing is everything. Here's the science in plain language. Warm water does something cold water cannot. It relaxes the smooth muscles lining your colon. Think of the difference between cold butter and softened butter. Cold butter doesn't spread, it tears. Softened butter moves effortlessly. Your colon works the same way. The fresh lemon juice introduces citric acid, which signals your liver to produce bile, your body's natural lubricant for moving waste through the colon. The pinch of unrefined sea salt creates what's called an isotonic solution, water that your colon absorbs at just the right rate. Not so fast that it flushes out your electrolytes, not so slow that it does nothing, just right. A study in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed adults over 60 who followed a structured warm water timing routine for 30 days. Here's what they found. A 52% improvement in complete bowel evacuation, a 47% reduction in bloating and abdominal discomfort, a 38% increase in beneficial gut bacteria diversity, and a 61% decrease in digestive anxiety. That last number matters more than people realize. The quiet fear of not knowing when your body will cooperate, that low-level anxiety that shapes your entire morning. This habit addresses it directly. Because when your body becomes predictable, your confidence comes back. Your 4 daily windows. Window 1, 6 to 7 a.m. 16 ounces of warm water. That's around 100 to 110 degrees. Warm to the touch, not hot. Add the juice of half a fresh lemon. Add 1/4 teaspoon of unrefined sea salt. Sip it slowly over 15 minutes. Completely empty stomach. Nothing else first. This activates your gastrocolic reflex after 8 hours of sleep. It wakes your colon gently, like turning a key in a lock rather than kicking the door open. Window 2, 11 a.m. to noon. 8 ounces of plain warm water, 30 minutes before lunch. This hydrates your gut lining before food arrives. It prepares the environment so your digestive system is ready to work efficiently. Window 3, 3 to 4 p.m. 8 ounces of warm water with a squeeze of fresh lemon. No salt this time. This catches the natural afternoon slowdown in digestion and keeps things moving through the rest of the day. Window 4, 8 to 9 p.m. 8 ounces of plain warm water, sip slowly. This keeps your colon hydrated overnight, so your morning movement is natural, not something you have to force or wait and hope for. What to buy? Unrefined sea salt, gray or pink. Never bright white table salt. White table salt has been stripped of the 60-plus trace minerals that make this work. It's not the same thing. Fresh lemons, not bottled lemon juice. Pasteurization destroys the active enzymes. Fresh only. That's it. The whole system costs about $4 a month. What to expect? About 70% of people notice increased bowel activity within the first hour on day 1. Don't panic. That's your gastrocolic reflex waking up. It's exactly what's supposed to happen. By day 3, it settles into a gentle, predictable rhythm. By day 7, morning regularity starts to feel natural rather than like an event. By day 30, your doctor may ask what you changed. One caution: if you have high blood pressure or kidney issues, talk to your doctor before adding the salt. The salt-free windows are safe for almost everyone. Effectiveness: 10 out of 10. The most comprehensive, evidence-backed, affordable daily colon reset available. Your 4-week plan: where to start. Don't try to do all 8 habits at once. Here's how to build them in layers. Week 1. Start with just one habit: the timed warm water windows every morning. 16 ounces, lemon, sea salt, empty stomach. That's your foundation. Get this automatic before you add anything else. Week 2. Add the 30-chew rule at every meal. You'll likely notice your portion sizes naturally decrease too. Week 3. Add either the miso broth or the rice vinegar drink in the morning. Not both. Pick one. Stay consistent. Week 4. Begin practicing hara hachibu at every meal. By now your digestion has already improved. This locks in the long-term results. For extra acceleration at any point, add the clockwise abdominal massage from Habit 6. It's free, takes 3 minutes, and pairs beautifully with the morning water window. Track your progress. Start a simple journal. Each morning, rate your digestion on a scale of 1 to 10 and write one sentence about how you feel. Do it on day 1, day 15, day 30. The changes will surprise you. Not because this is magic, but because your body has been waiting for these signals. It knows how to heal. You're just finally giving it the right conditions to do it. Mistakes to avoid. Don't drink your morning water ice cold or scalding hot. Warm only, 100 to 110 degrees. Temperature matters. Don't drink coffee immediately after your morning window. Caffeine constricts the blood vessels feeding your intestinal walls and blunts the hydration effect. Wait at least 30 minutes. Don't use seasoned rice vinegar. It contains added sugar. Don't use bright white table salt. Don't use bottled lemon juice. Pure ingredients are the whole point. Don't stop any prescribed medications without speaking to your doctor first. And don't expect permanent results from 3 days of effort. This is a daily practice, like brushing your teeth. Full restoration of your colon's natural rhythm takes 3 to 4 weeks of consistency. That's it. But you have to actually do it. I want to leave you with something. For decades, you may have been told that digestive slowdown is just part of getting older, that it's normal, that the best you can do is take a stool softener and move on. That's not the complete picture. Your colon's rhythm can be restored, not through extreme cleanses or expensive supplements, but through the quiet, consistent signals that generations of Japanese adults have used for centuries. Warm water, fermented food, mindful eating, gentle movement. These aren't miracle cures. They treat the root cause, not just the symptoms. Your body wants to work properly. It always has. It just needs the right conditions. Start tomorrow morning. 16 ounces of warm water, half a lemon, a pinch of sea salt, empty stomach, 15 minutes. That's where it begins. If this helped you, share it with someone who needs it. And if you try the timed water windows this week, drop a comment below and tell me how day 1 goes. I read every single one. Take care of that gut. It takes care of everything else.